Hello everyone, my name is Jake Harmon and I'm going to talk a little bit about the wastewater treatment process, more specifically the activated sludge treatment process. So here's just a general overview of the steps that are in the treatment process as a whole. Um, you can see there on the right side that they're divided into different degrees. And obviously the tertiary treatment, if a plant were to say they do tertiary treatment, that would involve all of them, not just the ones that are only in that degree. So if they said tertiary, it wouldn't only be tertiary treatment or tertiary wastewater treatment. It'd be all of the ones involved. So the first step is when the water is pumped in, it is passed through a bar rack. As you can see, all these bar racks have different size slits. So they're designed to catch all the trash and the garbage, the large sediments that you don't want to let into the treatment plant that would damage the equipment or just wouldn't be able to be filtered out anyways. Next, the water is moved into a grit chamber. The water is slowed down here and it's slowly passed through here, and it just allows the water to, or the sediments, the big sediments in there, to settle out, and then they're removed from the water completely. Next is the equalization basin. Here, the flow of the water is just controlled. This will help later. It'll not damage any of the other processes that go on, and it'll protect the equipment again. Next is primary settling. As you can see at the bottom, the water is pumped in from the bottom and then is released out at the top. And then it's gently mixed while it's in this large clarifier, and the sediment is it floats to the bottom where it is scraped into the discharge, and then it gets taken away. And then the clean water at the top, you can see at the scum baffle at the top there, it'll flow over that, and then that is what is transferred on further. Next is the biological treatment. So now there's large sediments taken out of the water, but there's obviously still some chemicals and whatnot that you wouldn't want in the water when you discharge it later. So microorganisms are added to the water that are going to break down all the sediments and the chemicals and whatnot that you don't want. There's also air pumped into the bottom of the tank. This that keeps the microorganisms floating in the water, because you don't want them to just settle, because then they're not going to do their job. You want them floating so they can eat all that they need to. Next, the water is transferred into another clarifier where the settling that happened in the first clarifier is essentially just, it happens again. Obviously, everything will settle, the sediments will settle to the bottom where they're scraped away, and then you can see right there the clear water that is at the top it goes over the scum baffles, and then it is transferred on further. And then finally, there's tertiary treatment. This essentially just gets out all of the excess nutrients, such as phosphorus and nitrogen, that you obviously don't want to leave in the discharge whenever you dump it back into the river or wherever you put it. That'll lead to algae blooms and things you don't want. And then here's the discharge. That could just be putting it back into the river, putting it into a stream, whatever. And then that's basically all I got. Thank you.